Um, of course, we're going to slightly change the agenda during the day, but because we have a special guest as our first in-person speaker, we're so grateful that he was able to find time to join us today. Please welcome the Ukraine's Minister of Strategic Industries, Mr. Oleksandr Kamyshin, to the stage.
Morning. I was said it's about democracy, geopolitics, technology, and warfare. So that's actually all about what we have in Ukraine now. And indeed, I'm happy to see all of you here. Meanwhile, we stand 575th day of the war in Ukraine. And exactly this night, we got 43 missiles coming from Russia to my country. 36 of them are down, but the rest made much destruction. We lost 40 buildings and we lost over 20 people are injured. So that's the cost of this war, and that's the daily cost of this war. Meanwhile, we keep standing, we're determined, and I would like to thank each of you, your companies, your NGOs, your country, and the whole free world that stands with Ukraine these days. Without you, it would be much different. And I do really recognize that we stand for the values you know pretty well: democracy, freedom, and that's the main reason of the war in Ukraine, actually. My primary responsibility is defense industry, and because during the war, the only strategic industry could be defense industry, and that's my only sharp focus for current time. As my president says, small Soviet army never can beat large Soviet army. So technology is something that makes difference, and that's something that gives us an opportunity to withstand. Defense tech is an important part of the technology in Ukraine. You probably heard about all of those drone wars, and that's only a part of defense tech we have in Ukraine. I'm sure that that's already a game changer in this war, and I'm sure that Ukrainian defense tech would be something that would be an important lesson learned from this war to keep in mind while speaking about geopolitics, democracy, technology, and warfare. In my previous life, I've been running Ukrainian railways, and I would say that we probably proved that we can be resilient. We've done 4 million people evacuation. We exported cargo, brought in iron diplomacy, many of worldwide leaders, including your president. It was my honor and privilege to bring him in and out successfully. And aside from the president, we got a number of other great leaders coming to my country. One of them is my good friend, Eric Schmidt. He came to Ukraine, and he came to Ukraine again and again and again. While coming to Ukraine, he learned more about my country and about the people and about our capabilities. And I'm sure that the more he comes, the more he sees that we can be quite creative and we can deliver something that will change defense tech really much. The only call to action I would like to tell you is come to Ukraine, explore Ukraine, learn more about defense tech we have here. And I'm sure that you would find opportunities for you, for your companies, for your country. The only moment when you come to Ukraine, come by train. Thank you.